For profit, preachers are a disgrace to God. For profit, preachers are a disgrace to God. Dr. Tony Evans been in the ministry for over 60 years. But this is the only time that he has sinned against God, because I have never heard him say anything in the past about sinning and repenting of a sin. But according to him, he committed a sin 2 years ago that caused him to have to step down from the ministry. I don't believe that one bit. I don't believe that one bit. And people now, they are mad at the world for talking about it and asking questions, and mad at people for demanding him to come out and tell the world exactly what he did. He need to do it. What do we have to lose now? He have disobeyed the Bible, 1 Peter chapter 5, and did exactly what the Bible say don't do. 1 Peter chapter 5, Titus 1, 1 Timothy 3. All them scriptures are talking to the bishops, elders in the church. And what does them scriptures say? Do not preach for money. Do not shepherd for filthy lucre. That's what the Bible call money, filthy lucre. I said that about Pastor Marvin Wines the other day. People, well, the Bible say, muzzle not the ox muzzle not the mouth of the ox that tread out the corn. So that means take care of them at that time. They was apostles too. These people nowadays are not apostles. They are bishops, elders. And the scriptures are directly to them. So what we're going to do, ignore the scriptures for the preachers? The apostles had to travel. They didn't have money. They didn't operate on money. They operated on what they can get, food, clothing. They lived with the people. It wasn't like they were taking money. They weren't preaching for money. Even his daughter, Priscilla, shirer, is doing the same thing he doing. She got to deal with TVN. He got all kinds of deal. Radio, what's that radio, people, them people he with on the radio, them broadcast people, besides TVN. He been making all sorts of money off of God for years. Ain't nobody never questioned that. Y'all talk about the prosperity preachers, but you got scriptures in there for all preachers. Do not shepherd for money. But yet he been doing it. And he full of heresies. What doctrines of the Bible do he really stand on? His daughter is a preacher. What the Bible say about preachers, women preachers in the church? In his theory, his doctrine, transpositioning something, where he believed that anybody can go to heaven. Those who have never heard the gospel. But the Bible say differently. Paul said in Galatians, if any comes preaching any other gospel than what you have heard, let them be accursed. You can't no preacher come along and say something different from what the Bible say. Your theories don't change the scriptures. You're in error. When you try to go around the scriptures, you in error. That's everybody. All these years of preaching, and he been in error on everything. The Bible clearly say, do not preach for money. But when you put them type of scriptures out there against the preacher, then people, well, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know. Ain't nothing wrong with preaching for money. Ain't nothing wrong with, well, how come it ain't in the Bible say it is? Ain't nothing wrong with women preachers and women pastors. How come it ain't when the Bible say it is? I don't have nothing against Tony Evans, but I've been knowing him to be, I've been listening to him for years since I've been driving trucks, and he had never stood on doctrines of the Bible. Every time he preachers open their mouth nowadays, they getting paid, TBN and all that. They don't care about God. And his daughter married, and her husband, I don't even believe he's saved. I got men and women in my family, been going to church for years. They are married. Their husband don't stop them from going to church, but they not saved. A lot of them have started going to church now. I mean, but for years, a lot of them husbands would never go to church. They drink on Sundays or whatever. But she married, and she's a preacher, and her husband is not in the ministry. That's out of line with the Bible totally. Funny how we want to view the Bible. Long as the preachers is preaching the scriptures and giving about he's right. When somebody else put the scriptures on the preacher, then we wrong. Ain't no preacher never been worthy of getting rich. This y'all have aided people in this stuff. Man been going against the Bible since he been preaching. The world is in shock. Oh, what, Tony Evans? Tony Evans now, him without seeing catch the first stone. But y'all don't say that while y'all are making these preachers rich. Y'all want the world to pay attention to them. Y'all want the world to support them. Y'all want the world to make them rich. Y'all put these preachers on a high pedestal. He ain't no different than the prosperity preachers. Anybody that pick this Bible up and use it for a tool to get rich is a disgrace to God. Point blank. Because you got many scriptures in there telling them what to do and what not to do. And preaching for money, shepherding for money is a no-no, according to the scriptures. He been in sin. He been in sin. Never came out and denounced his daughter. What? I done heard him preach on that before, women preachers. He danced all around those scriptures. To keep from having to speak against his daughter. Maybe God has finally caught up with him. Yo, what sin has he committed? He need to tell the world. All that money he done made off God, want people following him, all that money people done spent over the years following him, going to his church. He cannot come out and tell the world exactly what he did. If he ain't gonna do that, if he ain't gonna go all the way, he shouldn't have said nothing. He shouldn't have said anything at all. He should have just came out and said he gonna retire from the ministry and let somebody else take over. It's some legal issues behind it. It's some lawyers involved. Whatever it is, it's heavy. He done got caught. It's just not, I don't believe it's just not a thing with a child or whatnot. He could have admitted that years ago. He could have admitted that 2 years ago. Yeah. Don't be mad. Don't be mad at people for talking about the issue. He never should have put it out there. The day and time we living in now, y'all expect for somebody to come out and say something like that, and you expect for people, the world, not to question it, not to say anything past what he said. He don't stand on the doctrines of Christ. Never have. I told y'all, he just like a lot of these college graduate preachers. They learned how to debate with philosophy. They learned how to put a lot of theories on scriptures. They learned that stuff. Pastor, what the Bible say about women preachers? Well, so I heard him talk like this. Well, so he go around the scriptures and go grab other scriptures. Don't matter. They'll do a whole lot of talking. The Bible say, let your women keep silent in the church. It is not permitted for them to speak. Break these scriptures down. The scriptures clearly say, I permit not a woman, I suffer not a woman to usurp authority over man. You got many scriptures in the Bible telling women to be quiet in the church. But when you ask these preachers like Tony, will never explain the scriptures. Okay, that's it. Moving on. Has anybody ever asked him about preaching for money? What the Bible say about preaching for money? No. You ain't gonna ask these preachers that. Geno Jennings will stand up in the pulpit and tell you flat out, preaching for money is wrong. Preaching for profit is wrong. Is Geno Jennings a false prophet too? Yeah. Geno Jennings tells some truth, and Geno Jennings tells some lies. Only problem I really have with Geno Jennings, his view on the Son of God. Other than that, Geno Jennings tell a lot of truth. People don't. That's why a lot of preachers don't like him. On the common stuff that he preach and stand behind. Tell the world exactly what you did, Tony Evans. Don't leave the world hang. Don't leave the church world hanging. Don't leave your people hanging like that. They deserve to know the truth.